What's going on, guys? Up here on Missouri 55. Out here. Let's see if we get the green light. We get no light. Rolling along. I got up this morning, stayed over in a little old town in Texas last night, and got up early this morning, took off, knocked out about 550 miles so far. Just rolling on. Looks like the scale's closed up here. That's good. Just rolling on. It was either stopped last night or rolled through Fort Worth and Dallas at 6 o'clock at night. You know how that goes. So, made the executive decision to go ahead and stop her at that place I stopped at, little old Circle K. It was a dump, but it was a place to stop. There was 3 parking spots, and I consumed one of them. So, been rolling all day. Come on, Mama. Let's go, little car. Come on, come on. Try to get up here about another 50, 60 mile or so, knock out a 600 and something miles a day. And, call it a day. Come down I-40 there to 55 here. Be jumping on 57 in about 55 miles, 60 miles, something like that. But all in all, it's been a pretty good day of trucking. 75 degrees here. Couldn't ask for better weather. Been good. Just been cruising along. Stopped there at the Petro in Little Rock. Got me a couple pork chops there out of that little deli thing. Man, they make some good pork chops there, I'm telling you. Every time I'm through there, I try to get them pork chops in there. They're amazing. And so if you go through the Petro in Little Rock, grab a couple of them pork chops, man, you'll thank me later. You know, it just amazes me. Well, to back up, so I've been thinking about maybe start cooking in my truck some. You know, whether it be a crock pot or a rice cooker or air fryer or whatever. I'm not a cook. I'm just not going to lie and say I am. But so I don't know which is the best thing to get. You know, you hear air fryer, you hear crock pot. My other buddy Chad, he cooks with a rice cooker, and he seems to love it. But what I'm really thinking about doing is asking GP, and I know that Sergi watches these channels, so maybe he can help me out here, whether he can or can't. But I'm thinking about asking GP if they can take the passenger seat out of the truck over here, keep it in their facility. That way, you know, they'll have it already. And put a little freezer over there of some sort. You know, not one that blocks the window, or not a big huge one, but just one over there that you could put some meat and vegetables and stuff like that in, you know, to eat off the truck. My truck's got a refrigerator in it, but you know, they're not very big refrigerators, and by the time you put drinks in or lunch meat, stuff like that, that pretty well consumes the whole amount of space in the refrigerator. And so I was thinking about maybe if they let me take this seat out, or they take the seat out there at the terminal and put a freezer in over there, then you know, when I went home I could stock up on, obviously I'd put the freezer in when I got home, but I could stock up on meats and stuff like that and eat strictly out of the truck instead of having to go in and eat these truck stops. You know, you go on these truck stops and it's the same old song and dance everywhere you go. Subway, cheeseburgers, pizza, Arby's, Hardee's, McDonald's, same shit all the time. And Listen, not that I don't like consuming that every now and then, but it gets old after a while, you know. And so I just thought maybe I'd see if they let me do that, stock up on meat, and then just try to cook out of the truck every night. Not only would it save a bunch of money, but it's got to be a lot healthier. You know, with the industry being the way it is out here, just like a little bit ago when I was at the Petro, you know, you walk up to the counter and all you see up there is chips, candy, and everything else. Lady says, hey, we got Kit Kat bars, we got candy bars on sale, 2 for $1, you know. Well, look at me. Do I look like I need a Kit Kat bar or a candy bar in general? You know, that's... just need to cut away from all that nonsense, man. It's almost like I'm sick of eating it. So leave me a comment down below what you use to cook if you cook in your truck, and you know how you like it. Like I said, Chad had sent me a message, told me he uses the rice cooker. He cooks steak in it, hamburgers in it, and everything else, and then loves it. You know, I just don't know, you know, for me, I'm just saying for me, I would need something that's simplified, because I'm not going to spend a bunch of time preparing food like, you know, Chef Boyardee or any damn thing. I'm just going to throw it in there and eat it, period. I know people that got a lot of recipes, you know, cooking out of their truck and stuff, and that's great, but I don't know for me as I would eat a bunch of recipe stuff. Listen, I'm a pretty simple guy. If I can throw some hamburger meat or some kind of meat in general in there, or you know, and go off that route, hey, I'm perfectly content. I don't want to get too carried away with it. But I don't know, hopefully Sergio will let me know something, you know, if we can do that, because, man, that would be great. I could use my refrigerator for cold water, and then, you know, put a little freezer in there of some sort, and put meats and stuff in there, you know. These refrigerators are absolutely nice, you know. It's brand new refrigerators, well, and they're nice, but the freezer space on them is not very big at all. And so, you know, you can only put about enough meat in there for a couple days, and then you'd have to stop, get some more, start eating out of the truck stop again. And I'd really like to just try to start cooking out of the truck, and that way eliminate that stuff all the way around, excuse me. Because, you know, you get in there, you're hungry, they know they got you, because where the hell else you gonna go? And then you get in there and you're hungry anyway, and you look up there at that old hot box up there, and it's got pizza in there and corn dogs and egg rolls and all that nasty shit you don't need, you know, or Subway or one of them other ones I mentioned, you know, and you're like, well, this is it for the night. And I noticed that if you do like I do when I was out here before, you start planning your trips around where you're going to stop at, because you had Subway last night, so you don't really want Subway today. So man, I know this Flying J up here, this Pilot up here's got an Arby's. I'll stop there and get something to eat, you know. And then the next one's got a Taco Bell, so, you know, the next day, so I'll stop there because I had Arby's last night and Subway the night before. You know, it's an endless cycle. I just want to get out all of them together, and I'm going to try to do that. Hopefully they'll let me do that, because if you don't, there's really no place to put one in here, you know. And I I'll run all day. You know, like I stopped, take a 30-minute break at 400 something miles, and then grab 2 pork chops, no veggies, no nothing else, just 2 pork chops, and ride on, you know. And then I'll stop up here, get a shower and everything, and I ain't going in there to get me nothing to eat of that nonsense. Said I'm just kind of over it. Overeating all that bullshit. Actually, to be truthful with you, I'd like to start stopping at rest areas more, like here's one right there. You know, I'd much rather start stopping at rest areas than truck stopping. That way you're not tempted to have to go in there and mess that nonsense. Person sure lose a lot of weight if they eat a little bit better. And you know, last few years they've really been promoting this healthy trucking deal. And that's good, you know, I mean, but everybody needs to get on board with it. I think the truck stops are a little far behind on it, but obviously they don't give a damn if you're eating healthy or not. Which I don't know why, because it's either way they're going to be selling stuff. Why they don't jump on board with it. How's your day going? How's everybody's day going? Hopefully all right. Anyway, like I said, guys, listen, I ain't gonna keep you tied up too long. I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit because it happened to me just a little bit ago. She seen I got pork chops. Oh, you want 2 candy bars? No, I don't want no 2 candy bars. No, I don't want no bags of chips. No, I don't want no soda. All I want was my 2 pork chops. You know? Shit, look at me. I don't need none of that nonsense. But that's the reason you get like that. You go in there and you get, man, 2 for 1? Oh, hell. I got to get me about 3 or 4 of them. That's a hell of a bargain, you know. Next thing you know, you're walking out of there, riding down the road, eating damn candy bars. Knowing already you're a fat bastard. Don't need none of that bullshit, but yeah, you're gonna eat it anyway. Well, everybody be careful tonight if you're trucking, and I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. I'd appreciate that. Let me know your ideas. We'll holler at you guys later, and have a good night. Be safe. Well, good morning, good morning. It's Wednesday. It's about 1:30 in the morning. Try to get out of this truck stop here. Got a little fuel. Got a shower, got a little fuel. Try to navigate around this sucker to get up out of here. As you can see, you got people parked every which way. about 590 miles to go today. See if we can knock that out. And we'll be there. Hope everybody had a good night. About getting up this time of the morning, you ain't got to deal with nobody. Everything just smooth sailing. Pull right here for just a second. Pull right here for just a second. Here we go. Somebody throwing trash out on the road, as you can see. Got a lot of these miles here before traffic gets going. Or we ain't got to deal with no damn body. You got to watch for this time of the morning is them old deer running around getting goofy. But I'm gonna drink me a little water here and have me a good old chew this morning, and I'll come at you guys here in just a little bit. Hopefully you most of you are probably sleeping pretty tight right now anyway, so I'll holler at you guys here in just a little bit. We'll see you. Well, the sun finally came up. It's been up for a while. It's 9:30 over here, coming into Indianapolis, Indiana. I remember now why I never liked Indianapolis. These roads are absolutely horrible. But I will say, the whole state of Indiana really is pretty rough. But I will say, at least they're trying to fix them, it looks like anyway, or they've got a bunch of machinery and roads blocked off. They're doing something anyway. Something's better than nothing, I guess. Got about 270 miles left to go to be up here to Lansing. No delivery till 6:30 in the morning, so I think I got plenty of time to get there. 54 degrees over here. be another beautiful day, it looks like, for trucking. I got up at 1 o'clock. Well, actually, I woke up at 11. And I went in there and took a shower about midnight 30. Because I have to deal with nobody waiting on showers or anything. And so I went in there and got me a shower. Come back out, it's time to go to work then. Got a little fuel and here we are. I drove about 170 miles, 180 miles. Laid down, took me a couple hour nap, and here we go again. I was talking to old Hoppy on the phone. He said, well, you know, when you get old, you gotta take naps. So I guess he's right. It's supposed to rain tomorrow up here in Lansing. If it wasn't going to rain, I'd get the truck washed, but it's supposed to rain. There's something about a clean truck make you feel better. You can see over here if the camera's getting it or not over here to the left where FedEx and all this is over here, but they're building on a huge section of this area through here. I don't know what it's all going to be, but they're building on a bunch of sections there. It's about a mile long from where the construction starts to where it ends. FedEx must be making a little money, huh? They already put all this wall up there. Big hub for them. They built this new building right here not too long ago, this first section here. They just keep adding on. Good for them. Hopefully they're adding some more employees and helping the economy out. Through here. We get up here a little closer to Indianapolis, it'll be 50. And I'm telling you, you almost want to be going 52 because you'll go bust a tire or something on them stinking holes and stuff up here. Good morning so far. think I didn't sleep very good last night because I'm trying to change some things around with the way that I'm eating and stuff like that. So I'm not drinking any soda. All I'm drinking is water. No coffee, no caffeine whatsoever, just water. And you know, I think when you detox your system like that, it kind of sends it into a tailspin where it affects the sleeping and everything else. And it's affecting it. I mean, don't get me wrong, when I lay down and went to sleep, I slept real good. But I slept like 4 or 5 hours, man. I was wide awake thinking, I'm good to go. Excuse me. As I yawn. But actually, I'm not tired, to be honest with you. I feel good. I tell you, I really like them Diet Cokes and Coke Zero and stuff like that, but I'm trying to get up off of them. I'm not going to drink any more of them. This is day 3 with nothing at all, no coffee, no nothing. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, it's been tough as hell. But I don't feel bloated and everything like that like you do when you drink that shit. Really in no hurry anyway. We got all kinds of time to get there. This place I'm going supposedly got overnight parking. So we'll get over there about 2:30 today or so. Do a live tonight. Relax. I must be the only one in Indianapolis doing 50. That's all right. Big building you see up there on the left right there is where the old Indianapolis Colts play. Lucas Oil Stadium. blow through here. I just want to give you guys a little bit of a look of Indianapolis here.